I'm from Hungary. I'm a chairman of ATTAC Hungary. This is my basic engagements for me, the ATTAC movement. The other one, which is a wider movement and wider cooperation, is the Hungarian Social Forum. We have a Hungarian Social Forum, and of course we have a regional or European, mainly Eastern European network, which is called Prague Spring 2. The biggest problem at the moment, both economically and both socially, and in a way, I think it's a general problem. It is the rising fascism. The neo-Nazi forces are advancing, are stronger and stronger every day. So this is a big problem. The Hungarian situation is worse and worse. Since the early 2000 years, the life, the way of life, and the difficulties, were more and more, because austerity measures were introduced many times, and recently as well. So I think at the moment the biggest danger for us is the advance of the right wing, the party which is already in the parliament, but not only in the Hungarian parliament, but in the European parliament. This is a very alarming thing. And another thing is the economy and the social field. After the change, the systemic change in the socialist countries, in Hungary, majority of the people has either lost their jobs or they were forced to be as a entrepreneur. So at the moment, a lot of people are without jobs, and even the statistics show that the unemployment rate is only 11%, between 10 and 11%, which if you consider the European countries, it's not too high, but the statistics doesn't take into consideration those people who are previously, a long time ago, were out of the labor market. So at the moment, the Hungarian unemployment rate is more than double of the official figures, and the situation is very bad in the northeastern part of Hungary, where Roma people live. And the Roma were the first people who lost their jobs after the change, the systemic change, and the tension and the way of life is more desperate in that region where these poor people live. Even there are villages and bigger towns where the majority of the people has no jobs, and these people could live only on support, on local government support, and they are living from one day to another, and it is very, very dangerous thing that even there are children who are not able to eat, and those people, these children, get their foods in the schools and in the kindergarten. Otherwise, at home they cannot eat. So there are a malnutrition among the children, and this is the child poverty is very dangerous. Our government, the previous one and the new one, because now we have a new government, made a strategy to solve this problem. But this is a very nice strategy, but very little has been done up to now, and the result is terrible. So socially, politically, there are very, very bad situation in our country, and we came here to Florence in order to join our forces, because this is not a unique problem. This is not only Hungarian problem, but the problem of the East and also in the West, because as we see, even in Greece, in Spain or even Italy, there are poor. We can see the people, majority of the people is getting worse and worse into worse and worse situation. This is what I think it's important to see and to join the forces of the people who have the same problems, and also to try to be to make something not only on the poverty level but on many fields. And we have to find a way, a common strategy, how we can change this whole situation. We can say that how we can change the ruling system, the capitalist system, how we can pass and start a new society, a new type of society all over. But of course, it needs a lot of organization, a lot of work, and people must be convinced and to realize that they are not alone. People not alone, and their fight can be successful only if they unite. More or less, this is.